Let's talk about object and image. All of we know that mirror forms image of an object. In the same way, there are some natural phenomena in which image of an object can be obtained. In the same way, the lens also forms image. Now, how an object and its image can be obtained, I'm going to discuss about this. Now, normally a methodology is developed to represent the formation of image by the help of diagram. Look at this. Let's say this is a mirror. If its ball surface is silver polished, then from this surface light will be reflected back, and so this is concave mirror, and this is principal axis of this concave mirror. If this is focus and an object is at this place, then how do we form image? Normally we take two rays of light from the object to the mirror. One ray is coming parallel to this principal axis, and according to rule it passes through focus, and another ray passing through the focus reflects back being parallel to the principal axis. This is incident ray, this is reflected ray, this is incident ray, this is reflected ray. And after reflection, these two rays are meeting at this point. Since these two rays are coming from the head of the object, that's why head goes at this place and image will be inverted, in which head goes down. This is the formation of image in a concave mirror. In the same way, we can take another example also. Plane mirror. Let's say this is the surface of plane mirror. This surface is silver polished, and if an object is placed in front of this plane mirror at this place object, now what happens? Normally we take two rays of light from the object which goes to the mirror this way. This is one of the ray. Let's say this is another ray. Two rays of light coming from the object, when it strike the surface of the mirror, then what happens? We know that light is reflected back by the mirror. Now it reflects like this, and while reflecting light, angle of incidence and angle of reflection are equal. This is reflected ray. In the same way, this is also another reflected ray. Here angle of incidence is more than this, that's why angle of reflection, which is equal to angle of incidence, is more than this. So the light rays reflects back this way. But these rays are not approaching, I mean to say they are not coming closer to each other. That's why they won't meet in this reflected direction. So we'll produce these two rays in opposite direction in such a way that this dot line represents the produced rays. They appears to be coming from a point which lies just behind the object, and these two are lying perpendicular to the surface of the mirror. This is the image of this object. Object is in front of the mirror, image appears behind the mirror, and object distance and image distance are equal. This way, whether it is concave mirror or plane mirror, two rays of light normally we take from the object which reflects back from the mirror, and where they meet, image forms at that place. But in this case, the reflected rays are not meeting at a point, so we produce these two rays of light behind the mirror, and where they meet, image forms at that place, and image appears at this place. There are some other example also. Let's take another example. This is lens. This is convex lens, and this principal axis. Let's say this focus, and this is 2f, this 2f, this focus, this 2f, this f, this 2f. And if an object is at this place, let's say, then the ray of light which is parallel to this principal axis passes through focus, all of we know about this, and a ray of light which passes through optical center passes without any deviation. This is incident ray and this is refracted ray. These refracted rays are meeting at this point. Since the light ray coming from head is meeting at this point, that's why head goes to this point and image appears to be inverted. And another example also, look at this, is another convex lens. Let's say again I'm taking convex lens, and this is say principal axis, this is focus both sides, and this is 2f. If an object is at this place, here this is 2f, this is f, this is f, this is 2f, a ray of light coming parallel to the principal axis passes through focus, and a ray of light passing through optical center passes straight without deviation. Now these two rays are diverging rays, that's why they do not meet in the really refracted direction. So we have to produce them in opposite direction. When these are produced with the help of ruler in opposite direction, then appears to be at this point, they are meeting at this point. And since the ray of light coming from the head is meeting at this point, that's why head appears at this place. Head goes to this place. This is the image. In every case, what is seen, wherever we have to make image of an object, as first at least we take two rays of light from the object. If it is mirror, then it is strike on the surface of the mirror and reflects back here and here. And when they meet after reflection, image forms at that place. Here the image forms in front of the mirror. Here the reflected rays are not meeting in the really reflected direction, that's why we are producing them in opposite direction. Where they meet, image appears at that place. In case of lens, there is no reflection, there is refraction. When light enters from one medium to another medium, it bends, and this bending is called refraction. Here two rays of light are refracted and really they are intersected at this point, and here image formed. But here refracted rays are not intersected and they are produced in opposite direction. Here they meet, and that place, in this place, image forms. That's why this is the general method developed by the physicists, scientists, to represent image of an object. Sometimes really reflected rays or refracted rays intersect at a point and image forms. This type of image is called real image. Real image. And if we take a screen at this place or at this place, we can get image on the screen. The image which can be obtained on the screen is real image. But sometimes what happens, after reflection they are really not intersected at a place, appears to be intersecting at another place, appears to be real, light is not reaching up to the image. Here also they are not intersected in the really refracted direction, but appears to be coming from this point, appears to be intersected at this place. That's why image forms at this place. This type of image is called virtual image. Virtual image. But if a screen is taken at this place behind the mirror, we cannot get this image on the screen. In the same way, if a screen is placed at this place, we cannot get image at this place, because really reflected light is not reaching up to the image. Here really refracted light is not reaching up to the image. Here really reflected light is not reaching up to the image. Thus, what I told you just now, this is the image forming principle. How do we make image? By taking two rays of light at least from the object. After reflection or refraction, where they meet, image forms at that place. If they form by the real intersection of reflected or refracted ray, the image is real, which can be obtained on the screen. If they form at a place without the real intersection of the reflected or refracted rays of light, then image can be seen with naked eye, but it cannot be obtained on the screen.